What's going on, guys? As I stand here getting rained and hailed on, I like to talk about some of the things I love to see happen and appear in Nightingale. Some of the changes I'd like to see while it's in early access, while they continue to work on it and they give us our feedback, or they accept our feedback. One of the things that we know is coming is going to be the being able to craft from our chest, something they're going to add into the game. They already mentioned it. That's pretty cool. And I think they're going to work on an offline mode, which is not something I'm really too concerned about, but I know a lot of people want that to happen. But some things that I know is not in the game right now that I would like to see is an item sort button when you're talking to your recruit. So let's say we talk to our recruit right here. We can go into manage equipment, and our item sort is sorted by how we've sorted it outside of this menu screen. But it would be nice to be able to sort it this way inside the menu screen instead of having to go through that extra step. We're going into our menu screen, sorting how we want everything to look. We have relaxed and I have sheltered. But it would be nice to have just like another button down here, maybe next to relaxed on the other side, that tells us how much we can carry. Maybe it just has the same thing, a little ring, and as that ring gets full, we are able to carry that. That would be kind of cool. Another thing I would like to see is an alt key for this text here. So we have text on the screen when we read some of these hope letters that we can't really, some people can't really see or read because of the font that's used, like this italicized font up here at the top. So in alt text, you would kind of like gray or blacken out the screen a little bit and put on like a more standardized, like Times New Roman type text over it and a bigger font so people can easily read what it says instead of having to, struggle, because there's no way to like enlarge the screen here that we're looking at. So it'd be nice to see that change as well into the game to allow people to do that. So something else I would like to be able to see is, so what's interesting is that we have left and right keys, or left and right hand down the bottom. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7, 6, 8, 9, 0. It would be nice if the left hand could be changed to actually be on the left side, or scroll through the left hand with our mouse. Either one of those would be kind of great, because it's odd to see the right hand on the left side and the left hand on the right side. But also I can scroll through 1 through 5 with my mouse wheel, but I can't scroll through 6 through 0 that I know of from pressing any of the keys and scrolling at the same time. Like I've tried Shift and Alt and Control, and neither one of those allow me to scroll through the Alt keys. And so just a little extra step to hit the button for the 0 key and stuff like that. But I could do it while I'm running, just be easier. I could probably set up like a macro or something for it, but for those people that can't really do that, that would still be a nice feature to have. Another thing would be a marker to show the challenges that we've unlocked. What was that? Carved stone. So if we go into our guidebook, our inventory guidebook, we can see challenges, glossary, codex, and all that stuff. So let's look at adventures. It says 2 of 2, but I only have 1 check mark here. So this should say 1 of 2 instead of 2 of 2, because I only have 1 of them. And when I get both of them, then it would have like a star next to it saying I've unlocked something new, unlocked some new rewards, and I can click on it and see what it is. It's similar to how it is with the how to play. It says how to play 5 of 6, 0 of 2. And as you unlock stuff, it shows the little guide, the tutorial that popped up for what you found. So that would be nice to see that happen with the challenges as well, because it kind of does it with everything else. Like it would also be nice to see it with this marine. Like I haven't found any of this, but it's telling me where I can possibly find it and stuff. And I don't know if when I find it, if the card changes color, it doesn't look like it. It just says found in these realms. Something like that. Because right now it's kind of telling us like everything before we even get to it. Right now it tells us that we can see all of the trader shops. And so it'd be nice if that stuff unlocked before we got to it, just to add into the exploration. Or the community building where we can ask each other, hey, where'd you find this and that, instead of putting it all on the screen. But it's still useful, and I'll still accept it if you don't want to change that. That's cool. And that's really it. Like a better way to highlight these new items was the last thing I had on my list. I really like exploring the game and finding out new things, finding the lore. I found a little Stargate thing the other day. I thought that was pretty cool. Solving some of these puzzles is pretty cool. So I'm having a good time running around the game. One of the reasons I wasn't really too concerned about the combat in the game, one of the reasons I really wanted to play it was for the exploration aspect of it and the building and learning about this universe and this world. And I think they did a good job of kind of laying out a lot of the lore building, the world building and story building in this game. And the way that you can meet some of these notable names from fiction universes like fables and fairy tales and mythology and stuff like that, like Quatermain, Alan Quatermain. I don't know if you ever seen the old Alan Quatermain movies, or you saw him in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, where he was in there as Sean Connery. You know, we got Victor Frankenstein. They just talked to some guy who talks about the road to El Dorado, or talking about finding the city of gold. So Nellie Bly, who's a real historic figure, who was like one of the people that invented investigative journalism pretty much. So all that stuff is, it's really cool that they have all this stuff intertwined into the game, and finding out, you know, the new characters that are in here is pretty cool. So what do you think? What kind of things do you want to see in the game, or you think should be changed up a little bit? How do you think about the game so far? Make sure you hit that like button and let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching this one. Until next time.